Good evening, everybody. Let's just check that I am actually live before I start talking to myself. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, we are live, so at least I know it's working. Hi, everybody on the tube. So hi, Rob, Jane, Kathleen, Julie, Elizabeth, Sally Ann, Margaret, Melanie, Dawn, Jan, Paula, Sue. I know the weather was awful. Awful. I much prefer the rain to the snow. So good evening, everybody on Facebook. Oh, you're coming in thick and fast. Let me try and keep up. So hi, Jackie, Kay, Emma, Helen, Pam, Helen, Vanessa, Anna, Anne, Dorina, Marie, Leslie, Sue. Oh, hang on, it's just jumped. Sue, where have you gone, Sue? Bridget, Anne, Pam, Annette, Linda. I'll be going forever. Patricia, Christy, Susan, Donna, Edith. So good evening, everybody, basically. Oh, we're in for a treat tonight. 2 demos. I know, and more or less clean and simple. I say more or less just to give myself a bit of leeway, because clean and simple, Phill style, is not necessarily clean and simple everybody else's style. So let me take this screen off. I'll wait for everybody else to get here. You can see what inks I'm using for 2 cards. That's 1 card, that's the other. That's for both. That's going on both. So when I was prepping this, I've been prepping my demos for, 2 demos. We will get 2 done as well. Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to drink some of this before it starts to go cold. So obviously I've been prepping the demos for TV on Wednesday today, and it gave me the idea. So I thought let's do a couple of demos tonight rather than 1, and let's show you how you can use your magazine box kit, your new magazine box kit. I'm assuming everybody's got it by now. For those of you that haven't, we've sold out twice. And the stock that we've got on the website is the stock that we've got. So until I've been on TV on Wednesday, I won't know if we have any spares or any more left. So if you haven't got your magazine box kit, I will quickly flick through it before I start the demos, just in case anybody didn't see me last week. Give you the sneaky peek, etc., because this box kit is stunning. Stunning. Oh, 8.5 hours, Maureen. Oh, bless you, darling. That's some trek. So if you haven't got your magazine box kit, you need to get it now. I'm going to give you a link. I do have it on my show on Wednesday on TV. Oh, hang on, I can't reach my keyboard. So for everybody who likes to order from TV, that's absolutely fine. I don't care where you get it from. But you cannot miss out on this box kit because the stamps are stunning. Yeah, the stamps are absolutely stunning. No, don't get it from Tesco. Get it from us or get it from TV. Hi, Jenny. So, right. We'll be here all night. No, we won't. They are clean and simple, sort of. I thought it was a good idea to show you how to use the stamps. So you all know me well enough to know that the stamps are the part that I'm the most interested in from any of my box kits, because stamps are the thing that are going to no, I'm not flicking the back page, Sandra. Haven't you got your magazine yet? And for everybody who's got their magazine, just please do me a favour and do not take any photographs of the back page. If I see any photos in our group of the back page, I'll be most upset. Oh, happy birthday tomorrow, whoever it was. I missed the comment. Eileen, Sharon. Facebook hides it in a different place every week. That really doesn't surprise me. Really doesn't surprise me. It's all the influx of Facebook Lives. That's what it is. Everybody's now jumped on the social media bandwagon, aren't they? So The stamps are stunning. And let me just give you a hint, everybody. If you've got this box kit, the next one will follow on sort of from this. So the stamps and things that are coming with the next box kit, I've already signed it off. They will work beautifully with this one. Absolutely beautifully. So I've popped the links on. Get your kit. Hi Dillis. Rob, what you thinking? What's that thinking logo, Rob? What have I missed? I've missed something, but I can't see it. I'm assuming you've ordered the box kit with your other stuff. I know, Doreen, I've proper slipped up. I'm just talking to Doreen on YouTube, everybody. Doreen's put, all I can say is the back pages, I want them. You're going to have to wait till February or March for them. We've got 2 other things before that. I know, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed with myself. It's because I changed how things are going to be released next year. So, I always have a plan. A loose plan, and it's an evolving plan. Saz from the design team will tell you she's lovely and organised, so she's always asking me for a plan of what's being released and when, and I have a plan. I always have a loose plan, and then quite often I'll change my mind because I want you to get things in the order, in a cohesive order, in an order that makes sense. You're on now, Vicky. Well, that's easy, Annette. Me, I've always done Monday and Thursday, so that should be easy for you. That should be an easy decision. So hi to everybody that's just joining. Right, so I've already popped links on for the box kit. I'm going to put them on one more time, and then I'll ask Saz to do it for me, if you don't mind, Saz. So that I don't have to keep thinking about it. Karen's not very well, so I'm hoping she's not here tonight. If she is, I'm going to tell her off. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I just saw the end of a message. I don't know whose it was, but who, because it doesn't... Let me just scroll back. Just bear with me a second, everybody. Oh, Angela, I'm sorry to hear that, darling. Bless you. February or March, I know, Vicky, I'm sorry, but it's something to look forward to. Remember, you've got January and February first. And February, at the end of February, is when we used to have our anniversary shows on Create and Craft. But obviously, that's not going to happen now. So we will probably do an event at the end of February ourselves. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for all that. Does it really, Kathleen? I'm going to look at that because I will be most annoyed if that is the case. No, it says just for you. It says just for you. Just for you. So if you've got 2 U's, I want you to send me a photograph of your dies on the Sentimentally Yours page and let me have a look at that, because I'll be most upset if it's wrong. Mine's right. Right, let's get cracking. So let's have a quick flick at the box kit before we move on to the demos. We are doing 2 demos, and remember I said at the beginning, so for anybody who has just joined in, is Karen here? She better not be. If Karen turns up on this Facebook live, let me know, everybody, so I can boot her off. Hi, Lona. Right, so I'll just do a quick flick through the box kit. It's absolutely stunning. So this is number 11, as I mentioned when we did the sneaky peek last week. Yeah. I can't believe it's number 11, to be honest. So let's have a quick flick at what you get in this box kit. It actually tells you on the back. We all know that magazine box kits are superb value for money. Let me just put my other light on. I thought it was a bit dull. That's better. We all know that the box kits are superb value for money, regardless of the fact that the stamp sets are acrylic. I've given you loads of tips about how to get the best results from them. I am actually going to use a combination of inks tonight. So in box kit number 11, the new one, you've got a 68-page magazine. And you know the magazine is packed with step-by-step projects, loads and loads and loads of inspiration. There's an interview with me, etc., etc. So you've got the 68-page magazine. You've got the A4 stamp set, which I'll show you in a second. The 10-piece die set, again, I'll show you in a second. And the it says multi-use stencil. They should have put that it's a 6x6. So you've got a 6x6 stencil in there as well. And you also have a 90 element paper and topper pack. Which, I mean, look at the cards on the back. They're just stunning. Not always my style, I've got to say. But I think that's a good thing. Our design team and the practical publishing design team do an absolutely amazing job. So I'll quickly flick through. You've seen these. That's all I'm saying. So you've already got series 1. Series 2 is coming soon. We've got something else. Do you know what? Next year is so exciting. I can't. It's just too much. It's too much. So let's just do a quick flick. I mean, look, straight away you've got inspiration on the first page. So we'll quickly flick through. Oh, look at them. Look at that card there. Very simple DL card. Nope, you're not looking at the back page. You can wait till you've got your box kits. It's a special treat. Funnily enough, Anne, so have I. Is Chrissy here? Chrissy might know. I'm going to message Jean because I've noticed Jean's been absent. So I'll message her after the live. Let me just read back. Hi to everybody who's just joined. Yeah, you're getting some gossip. It's a nice interview. Oh, I don't think the design team have even got their box kit. So Kathleen, thanks Kathleen. Send me a picture and I'll get you sorted, Joe. The ones on the back page are gorgeous. It's something to look forward to. Everybody went straight to the back page. That's brilliant. Right, so let's just do a quick flick through of the toppers and the papers. So the colour palette for this is very shabby chic. It's very vintage. It's very pretty. So you've got the turquoise, the lilacs, the peaches, the blues, and the papers are just stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. Beautiful. And then it repeats, so you get 2 lots. I'm not going to the back page, but you can see some of the projects from other people, etc., etc. So that is your magazine box, your magazine. You've then got... That's Facebook Frozen. Yeah, that's right, Joanne. It's good to see lots of different styles. Are we back? I think we've got some connection issues tonight. Let me just check. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Joanne. It's lovely to see other people's interpretation as well. Bear with me 1 second. So for some reason, Sky is acting up tonight. So if we get disconnected, it's freezing for me. I think we're back now, though. I think we're back. I don't know what was happening there. I don't know why I'm on Sky. Why am I on Sky? Let me just change this, everybody. I should be on Virgin. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to change it because I'm tempting fate. So the stamps. So A4, or more or less A4 from me, as you would expect. 32 stamps in here. Very beautiful. They're all just absolutely beautiful. I'm using the stamps tonight. Then you've got the 6x6 stencil with 4 stencils in it. You've got the Lily of the Valley, some splatty things, some music things, and a lovely flourish thing there. I'm going to use that tonight. And then the dies. Now, Kathleen says her die set says it says you twice. So just everybody check yours and let me know if yours is the same. I'll expect photos though. So you've got 10 dies. This is the first time I've ever had 10 dies in a box kit. So there you go. Go and get it. If you haven't got it, yeah, I'll find out, Pam. Don't worry. I've got Jean's number. So I have. So let's find out what's going on. Right, we are back. So everything seems to be working now. Right, that's the last time I'm doing that. So let's get on with demo number 1, please. So demo number 1. We are starting with just white card, which is a very good place to start. Oh, that's far too bright. I can't see. I'll change my glasses in a minute. I'm just adjusting the light. That's better. Just adjusting the light so that you can see. And we are back to normal. Yeah, I'll find out what's happening with them. Don't worry. Oh, thank you, Donna. And I've cleaned these already. Right, so we're starting just with plain white cardstock. The only thing I've done ahead of time is the Eiffel Tower. So I've stamped the Eiffel Tower and die cut that out. I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit of a faff to get it lined up properly. But I think looking at the die, wherever it is, where is my die? Oh, I can't see it. I'm just going to give you a little tip that I've discovered. When I've been die cutting this out. So the 3 little holes at the bottom, yeah. So when you're trying to line this up, you've got poke holes at the bottom and 1 at the top. So that should have the colour showing through it. That should have the colour. That should have the colour. And this one, the centre of this little flower, should be white. And that just lines it up a little bit better. That's the only problem with stamps and dies. You've got to make sure you can line it up. Right, so let's get cracking with demo number 1. I've done my glasses, thanks Rob. The Lily of the Valley is beautiful, yeah. You've had problem logging on the Thursday evenings. Remember, Thursday evenings are in the group, not communal. Yeah, I'll find out where they are. Yeah, I've tried that as well, Kane. I'm rubbish at that. Right, so all I've got here is layers of white card. So this is even smaller than what I usually do. So let's just have a quick look. So the card itself is 18.5 by 18.5. I'm just making sure I've got I've not got the demos mixed up. So let me move these out of the way so I'm not tempted to use them. This card is going to be a combination of gathered twigs, speckled egg, and portobello is what I've used to stamp. Portobello is what I've used to stamp the Eiffel Tower. So portobello is very deceiving. It doesn't look anything like the colour of the packaging. It's like a dark brown, but I want to do some splats on this, so I've gone for gathered twigs. So we're going to start with the layer that's underneath. So this is my top layer. This is my layer for underneath. So clean and simple-ish, remember. Clean and simple-ish. I always give you the ish just to cover myself. Hang on, I'm just reading your comments. Oh, bless you. Your mum is in the group. That's brilliant. That means you can... Does that mean you can get on now, Rob? I don't know why you had trouble. All you need to be... So for the Thursday night lives in the group, you just need to be on the group page, and it should start automatically, same as it does for this. Right, kitchen roll. Where are you? So we're going to use the stencil for this. Oh, no, we're not. That's staying white. I'm on the wrong card. I'm on the wrong card. We're going to splat in these corners. So I'm going to splat first before I do anything else. So let's just put them to one side. And clean and simple, yes. Does it mean we can't do fancy bits? No, absolutely not. So I just want to splat in this corner. So I'm going to do these one at a time in my inky box. And I'm just going to cover up that corner, look, yeah? So let me just tear this. I'm just going to tear this so that it's uneven. So, are you taking notes? So, I want it to be uneven like this. Okay? So, let's do one side first. Can't do them together, it needs to be done separately. I'll do a speckled egg first. Should be enough for 2 lots. Oh, that's a good tip, Carol. So Carol's just said on Facebook, everybody. Carol put, I find if I click on the top of the page where where Phil's photo is, when it says live, it takes you straight to it. So water, splatter brush, but it doesn't matter if you haven't got one. I hope this brush is clean. Just get a little bit more on. Perfect. And then I'll do the other piece. So what's happened, look, I've only got splats in that corner. And then we'll do the other piece the same. You are only going to see a little bit of the one that's underneath because it is a matten layer. I'm just at the edge, the very edge. I'll finish that bit off. Oops. That was a big splat, but it'll be fine. Let's just clean that up and then we will move on to the oh, where's my water jar? I ain't got my water jar. Let me just clean this brush. I don't know where my jar is for the water. And then we'll move on to gathered twigs. So I'll do that one first. So gathered twigs is a lovely in-betweeny brown. Perfect. And then the same on this one. I'm going to bring it just a little bit further out. So let's just do a little bit of the gathered twigs. I think that's enough. He says, going back in again. Perfect. Right, so let me just show you what I've just done. And then they can be drying while we get on with the actual stamping. I'll save that piece of kitchen roll. So this is what I've done, look. So on this piece, you're only actually going to see the bit that's underneath. Oops, the bit that's underneath. So we've followed it on, sort of. So let's pop them to one side and leave those to dry. Gathered twigs and speckled egg are lovely together. Let's just pop that there, pop that there, and let that dry. And I've already moved my mat. Right. Hi, Sue. Is Karen here? Yes, Phil did say you shouldn't be on. So if Karen, if you're still here, she's not watching, she's just dipping in and out. Well, just get off altogether. Oh, bless, that's lovely. Chris is fine, everybody. Yeah, I've been there, done that, Paula. I've done that. I'm just reading there. No, the cat's not in the box. It'd be a lovely shade of speckled egg if it was. Is what being cleaned? Is it being cleared? What, Rob? I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. Right, so we've got some scraps. That's for my sentiment. This is for the stamping. So remember, I said my top tip for using the stamps from the magazines. So we all know by now that the quality of the stamps in the magazines is not the same as photopolymer. These are acrylic stamps, okay? So my personal recommendation would be to use the VersaFine Clear. If you use a VersaFine Clear, they pick up every single bit of detail, look. Now, because these are shabby chic anyway, I'm actually going to stamp this with Distress Oxides. So there's a couple of things you can do. There's a couple of things you can do with stamping with oxides. In fact, let me just show you. So if I stamp this one straight on, you actually get a pretty good impression, if I'm honest with you. And it almost looks shabby chic or vintage anyway, because it's a little bit patchy. So it's a little bit mottled because this is a hybrid ink rather than a dye-based ink. Personally, I love that look. Actually, that stamped spot on. But I'm just going to show you what I would probably recommend you do with stamping acrylic stamps with a Distress Oxide or indeed a Distress ink. If you give them a light mist with water, and I mean a light mist, you tend to get a sharper impression because the water on the stamp, I've just done 4. Let's see if it's enough. I've got to say though, that's stamped pretty well. Just make sure I can get it all on. Yeah, the water helps the ink move when you press down on the stamp. So rather than it pooling, yeah, you can see the difference. Can you see the difference? Look. So the one on the left is just Distress Oxide stamped straight on. The one on the right is Distress Oxide stamped and inked and then misted with a little bit of water. So in actual fact, both of them are pretty good. So I'm quite happy with that. Oops. That's got gathered twigs in it. It's got gathered twigs in it. So whilst we've got the inks out, I'll leave that to dry for a second, and we're going to stamp on the flowers. So remember, this is clean and simple, sort of. Clean and simple, sort of. So in this stamp set, you've got loads and loads and loads and loads of little texture stamps. So for any of my flower dies, you could stamp the butterfly over it, the bow, the postmark, whatever you want, basically. I think I might do the clock and this little oval wavy thing. So I'm going to stamp the clock first. Let's reuse this bit of kitchen roll because we're good like that. And I'm going to stamp the clock with the speckled egg. I'm not inking it. I don't know what I've missed, but something about Vicky's hair after a night out. A speckled egg kitty would be a true blue. It'd be beautiful as well. Is it okay to use distress ink pads, not oxides? Not really sure what the difference between them is. Audrey, personally, I can't remember the last time I used my original distress inks. But certainly try that trick with your distress inks. It should improve the stamp quality, the stamped image quality. But personally, these are my go-tos for just about everything. So I'm going to stamp the clock, and I'm going to stamp it off center on both of these flowers. And then I'm going to stamp the watermark thing. And the watermark thing I'm going to stamp with gathered twigs. So the benefit of this is that we're not getting the sharp edge from the stamp, from the ink pad. So that actually looks really, really good, because the negative point for stamping with an oxide has actually become a positive for this kind of style. So we'll pop that there like so, and we'll put those there to dry. We're going to come back to this and fussy cut this out. I've still got my distress inks, if I'm honest with you, but I bet they've all dried up because I've not used them I've not used them since all the oxides came out. I'm definitely on the side of oxides. Now the difference between oxides and distress is that oxides are a hybrid ink, which means you get the sharper image from stamping. Hi Jean. You can't have new goodies every week, no. Phil, how can you not ink a stamp? I don't understand, Carol. Carol, elaborate. Hi Jean. Elaborate, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm going to save that one. And we'll go with this one. Now I am cutting right up to the lines tonight. And let me just tell you as well, for the shows on Wednesday, I've prepped a simple card like these are. And I've also prepped an elaborate one for each show. And I don't want you to miss the first show if you can get away with it. And do you know what? I can't even remember what time I'm on. Does anybody know what time I'm on Wednesday? Because I ain't got a clue. Honestly, I can't remember what time I'm on. Does anybody know? Helen usually knows what I'm doing better than I do. But for the first show, I've got a lovely new shape. And let me just remind you about the online workshop. Get yourself booked in, everybody. We're almost at the cut-off point for places. So I will cut off, I will take it off the website when we reach the cut-off point. In fact, Saz, do me a favour. Will you put the link on for the online workshop, please? So I am cutting this right up to the edge this time instead of leaving a white shadow. It's quite easy to cut out this heart. I've used it loads. How fab is that? So let's come to the backgrounds now. So that one's still too wet. I'm going to take off the excess because we can. Look at these colours together. Aren't they gorgeous? Gathered twigs and speckled egg. And I'll do the same on here. And then we're going to stamp over this. So not on the background layer, just on the foreground layer. Let me save that little bit of kitchen roll. Get another piece for this. So it is clean and simple, I promise you, but it's not boring. It's clean and simple with a few techniques thrown in. 3 and 5, thank you. I knew it was a later finish because I'm staying over Wednesday night rather than the night before. Yes, Heather, what I would probably do well, I honestly wouldn't worry about it. You've seen me fussy cutting. I'm rubbish at it. So we're now going to take some of these smaller stamps again. Oops. Some of the smaller stamps that are in here. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Now I know what my layout is going to be for this. I already know what my layout is because I've prepped this, so I know what I'm doing. So I know I just need to do a little bit of stamping where it's going to be seen. And we'll do, let's have a butterfly in the background. That's the wrong sized block. Phil, I'm getting WhatsApp messages. Who from? Who from? So again, I'm not worried about this. I'm literally just going straight on. It doesn't matter whether it's neat or not. It's just background. Elaine's getting WhatsApp messages, but I don't know who from. And then we'll go in with the clock. So we're coordinating. And with the clock, we'll do second generation. Wow, these will transform your life, Vicky. These circle blocks. So I'm doing second generation. So we've got 2 shades of the speckled egg there, look. It even looks good on there. Let's do a stronger one. There we go. So remember, this will be a clean and simple card, I promise you. It will be. We're halfway done. And then we'll go in with the gathered twigs and the little round thing, oval watermark thing. I'm going to do first generation and second. So let's go first, second, first, second. I'm just going to do one more. It's perfect. The reason I'm doing the demo like this, so the reason I'm doing the 2 demos tonight instead of just one is, as I mentioned, so if you've joined us later, at the very beginning of the demo, and whenever I release a magazine box kit, the value of the box kit for me is in the stamps, not the dies, not the stencils, in the stamps. Yeah, the stamps are what we're going to use the most. 100% the stamps are what we're going to use the most. So I'm going to try and show you as many different ways you can use these stamps as I possibly can. Right, so let me just make sure that's dry. It is dry. Oh, that's so lovely. So lovely. So first things first, let's start putting this card together. So this layer is going on here flat. First, second. Not to worry, David. So this is going on flat. I'm not inking any of the edges. This is going flat. This is another top tip for you. I mean, you all know I use a lot of cardstock. In fact, there are 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's only 4 layers on tonight's card. I must have been in a tight mood. Must have been feeling a bit tight with that. So, any splatty edges or inky edges, if you've got a plain piece underneath, it separates them and it looks really good. That's going on foam tape. It's not staying flat, don't you worry. Panic ye not, panic ye not. Yeah, for the online works. Oh, David, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. Oh, David. Oh, bless you. Link for the box kit, please. Oh, let me see if I can do it. There you go. Oh, David. I don't know. There's always something. It's not been a good day for some people. Right, so foam tape on this piece. Remember, it's going straight onto the card base, so I'm not putting any glue, thingy on it. So let's just get that in the center. So that's going in the center. This is also going on foam tape. Yeah, it does, Ellie, it really does. So this is going on foam tape. No layer underneath this one. This is going straight on without another white layer underneath it. Oh, the online, we have such a laugh as well. And remember, the online workshops, we do have regular breaks and stuff, so you can go and get a cup of tea, and I think I allow you something like 6 minutes to eat your lunch. Something like that. It's not Zoom, it's a private Facebook group, Fran. So for anybody that doesn't know, all my online workshops are done via Facebook. So it's like a Facebook Live, but I create a private group for that workshop each time. So all my online workshops have their own private Facebook group, and I leave them on. I'm supposed to take them off, but I never do. Right, so this is where we are. Look, so we've only got inky bits in the bottom right hand corner. We're going to do the glitter first, and I'm glittering this layer. I'll tell you what as well, if it's your first online workshop, you're going to love the card shape. It's a new one. It's not one you've seen me make before. Remember to avoid getting glue on your Distress Oxides, just in case it pulls the colour up. And then we can start the assembly of this card. I am going to demo something similar to this on TV, but I'm doing it a different size. I know you all like square cards, so this is another top tip. I'm full of it tonight. I just saw a little bit of red glitter. Where has it gone? There it is. Look at that. That little bit of red glitter caught my eye. Can you see it? There it is. Cheeky, cheeky. Now I've lost it. There you are. I've not even used red glitter. Yeah, the online workshops are fab. We have such a good time. So let's just pop that to one side. Now, also in your pack from the doodah, from the magazine box kit, you've got a couple of little sentiments in there. You've got happy birthday, you've got it's your special day, you've got sending love and best wishes. I'm going to do just for happy. Oh, I might change my mind actually. No, I'm just going to do happy birthday. Now, I wouldn't recommend stamping your sentiments with a Distress Oxide. I would use the thingamabob, the VersaFine Claire. That actually might be too thick. Oh no, it's perfect. So, happy birthday. Oh, that's lovely. I love little dinky stamps. We're getting there, everybody. We will definitely get the 2 demos done tonight. Told you they were quick. So pop that there. I'm going to let that dry for a second. Bring in my foam mat. Let me get the dirty one. Dirty. Doodah. Have you been waiting for me to say doodah? Hi, June. In fact, you know what? Let me just get a breather and catch up with what you're all saying. Please, Rob, can you do a triangular card? Can I make a triangular card? I'm sure I've done that before. Obviously it would have to join, it would have to join at the top, so it's dead easy, Rob. You would just need just get a scrap. Let me just get a scrap and show you. Just the same way you do the big dies. So imagine that's straight. It's not, but imagine it is. So you would just do this the same way you do when you make a card blank from the big dies. Your hinge would be on the back at the top. So you would hinge it like that. Obviously a little bit neater than what I've done. This is just to show you how to do it. Talk about improvisation, eh? So we've got always put your crease at the back for your shaped cards, everybody. So that's how you would make your card blank look. I'll make one. We'll do one. All I need is a triangle template off the computer. Right, so let me just shape these flowers. Get this one done. The other card has got a little bit less on. So there's only one flower on this card. I know. One flower, and on the other card there are no flowers. Shock, horror. White pearl, oops. White pearls, where are you? I used them earlier. Here you are. So one flower. I'm just going to quickly add a little bit of glitter to the whimsy foliage. I thought I'd already done that to be honest. Hi Sharita, late to the party. I'll do a recap for you in a second. Well, once I finish this card, we've got another one to do. After this, we're doing clean and simple tonight. Well, clean and simple Phill style. So a little bit of glitter. A little bit of glitter. I think before I carry on, I'm just going to stamp. I'm just going to stamp a couple of the postmarks. A clock. I've just remembered I wanted extra embellishments. So up to now, the only things I've used are from the box kit. All of these stamps are from the box kit. Let's have a... where's the other one? Let's have this one in speckled egg. And just for a change, let's have a dragonfly. And I'm going to do the dragonfly in second generation Portobello. So second generation Portobello. Right, we're almost done. This card, 5 minutes and then it'll be done. Honestly. Honest. What a dinky little card. Oh, the little triangle one. What have I done with it? I've left it there to remind me. Just for clarity, you'll never see me make a card that size. Ever. Never. How do you order the deal of the multi? Yeah, they put the colours in the comments box. Thanks, Lynn. Plinky, not clinky. What colour is Portobello? So Portobello is this colour, Fran. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's nothing like the cover. It's almost like a greeny brown. But I like it. I like it. It's like a vintage brown. So let me cut these out. I know it's not 100% dry yet, but it'll be fine. They're just getting tucked underneath the heart. And when I finish these two cards, I'm going to show you the one that I made last week and show you how you can use these stamps from this box kit. This is why I think it's one of the best ones I've done. But I say that every single time I do a box kit. But it's why I love stamps like these. You can never have too many. And I've already given you a little heads up about next year's first box kit. It will follow one from this theme. So let's just stamp the, cut the Dragonfly. I'm sorry, Mr. Dragonfly, but you're losing a leg. I'm not cutting around that little tiny leg. I would probably if I was only doing one card, but we are making two. We've got butterflies in the background, which is why I wanted the dragonfly in the foreground. Yep, you're losing that leg as well. But I'll let you keep your antennae. No dragonflies were harmed in the making of this card after this one. So this is how you can really get the most from your stamps in the box kit. So I've only used a couple of stamps, look. I'll save that because that's too nice to waste. And now let's put this card together. So my sentiment is going to be snipped at the end. Hang on, just check which way. No, the other way. So snipped at that end. I will get a breather in a minute and check your comments. Legs and antennae are all drawn on, aren't they? Yeah, I suppose they are. Oh, it's all right, Em. Happy birthday, Harry, for tomorrow. Oh, you should have said Em. I'd have sent him some stuff. Right, so the sentiment is going there. I just need to snip a bit off the end. So I'm going to put my sentiment on first, and I am putting this on with foam tape rather than glue gel. Oops. Just to give it some stability, and then I know it's not going to move about when I'm putting all the other bits around it. So sentiment first. know I want my sentiment about there. Okay, here we go. The best part. We're faffing. But not a lot, because there's not a lot to put on this card. So here we go. Glue gel. Oh, bless him. Remind me next time, Em. So, glue gel. The bane of my life, but the saviour as well. Oops. So first things first, the first thing that's going on is the heart. And the heart's going to go about there. So it's very, I don't know what the right word is. It's typical me. You'll know this is one of my cards, whether it's clean and simple or not. But it's got less on than I would normally do, as you all know. So the heart is going on first. I'm going to squish that right down. Next is the Eiffel Tower, which is going just off the side of that. The dragonfly with no legs. It's got no legs, but it's got antennae. So glue gel. And the Eiffel Tower is quite delicate. So just be careful when you're popping the glue gel on. I should get away with this part. And that's coming just off the side of there. Clean and simple. The two little postmarks are going on next. We'll have, yeah, let me just check which way I want them. Yeah, that'll do nicely. So one's a clock and one's a postmark. And I know if I don't put this at the right times, you'll tell me off. So let's just tuck that under there. So 12 o'clock is sort of on there. The flower's going on next. It's not quite set enough. Let's see if I can get away with it. I should get away with it. Normally I would let this set first. Clean and simple. Clean and simple. Then we've got one flourish going on. It's simple, but it's maybe not clean, but or is it clean and maybe not simple? One or the other. I keep sticking my finger in that bit of glue gel there. That's my only negative comment about glue gel. If you get it on your fingers, it's an absolute pain. I don't want to know how long it is till Christmas. Let me just see where I want this. That is where, yeah, I might get away with just tucking that in here. Yeah, perfect. And just one more job to do. I'm going to have to watch that. Clean and simple, everybody, Phil Martin style. We've got one more thing to do. And then I'm going to pop this to one side. So I don't know about you, but do you all do things like this? Look, so when I've got my glue gel setting, I have things underneath it, propping it up. I'll do that when we're finished. I'm not sure whether I want the dragonfly on there. Yes, I do. Of course I do. Or do I? Do I? Don't I? I'm going to let you decide. Do we have the dragonfly? Or do we leave it off? I'm leaving it off. I've decided. So just a couple of random pearls on this card. And then demo number 1 is complete. So, white pearls. Turpentine. Do you think I've got turpentine in my house, Fran? That's hilarious. Oh, Fran, I think 3 is probably enough. Turpentine. Oh, thanks, Fran. I needed that. I don't even have a paintbrush apart from craft ones. Yeah, I've left it off. I don't think it needed it. So let me just show you what's happened at the bottom. Look, the flowers weighing down that side of the Eiffel Tower. So now that's one clean and simple card done. How pretty is that though? And every single thing I've used on that, or every stamp, is from your magazine box kit. The only thing I've used that isn't in the box kit is the flower dies, the foliage dies, and obviously the ink pads. And I'm going to pop this to one side, everybody. Oh, Fran, that's awesome. I might need to get some now. How pretty is that? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it looks really, really classy. So I'm just going to pop this over on my other desk and prop something underneath it. Will that do it? This might do it. Just bear with me. That is the floorboard creaking and not me. Honest. There we go. Perfect. So I've just propped one of my bone folders underneath that Eiffel Tower just till the glue gel sets, and then once the glue gel's set, it will be absolutely fine. Right, so moving on to demo number 2. Demo number 2 is super quick, so we might be done earlier than normal, which is always a nice thing. So tidy your mess up, Mr. Martin. Get a drink and stop talking. So put these back where they belong first. Did I clean that? I can't remember. So dragonfly back, happy birthday back, postmark back, And the other postmark back. Look how many stamps are on there. I could have added some little hearts. Oh, I wished I'd done that now. Oh, I'm quite mad with myself, but there you go. You live and you learn. Right, so we are moving on to demo number 2. And demo number 2 is super quick. I say that, but it's not that quick. So there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers on this card. seven layers on this card, but it will, I promise you, be clean and simple. I think for me the trick with clean and simple is white space or negative space with nothing on it, and it's just about balancing how much you put on or how much you don't put on. Portobello. No, it's not frayed burlap. It was where have I put them? I've literally just had them in my hand. There they are. It's Portobello, which I can't recommend enough. Ignore the colour on the packaging because that's horrible, but it's a beautiful shade of brown. Gathered twigs and speckled egg. Speckled egg, gathered twigs. Frayed burlap is actually the one I usually use for craft colours. Right, so we've got 7 layers for this card, and it's going to be really, really, really easy. Really, really, really easy. I promise you, it's going to be super easy. So this is all about making one stamp, and I'm going to use the heart, I think. I could have done it with the bluebells, but I'm not. I'm going to do it with the heart. So let me just explain. Let me get a drink first. Draw breath. It is standard. You're absolutely right, Rob. Oh, that's tickled me. 11 would be good, especially in this weather. And 7 would, to be honest. Oh, you bring the worst out of me, you lot. Right, so this time the colours we are using are antique linen, tea dye, and tattered rose. So this is a really, 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 really pretty combination. This is a very, very pretty combination, and these are colours that you probably wouldn't put together yourself. So this is my job. This is me showing you now how different colours works and nice together. Antique linen is not like that. It's like a greeny, like a parchment kind of colour. Look, it's like a parchment colour. It's beautiful. And we are going to do some stenciling on this one. So top tip, so when I was prepping this, just so you know, in case you have a go at this yourself, all of these smaller squares are from scraps from my layering. So we've got a couple of choices of how to decorate this card. I know that this is going to be mainly white space. So 2 different choices. Can you, let me just bring that closer so you can see. So when you have a go at this, I've put an extra layer on here, look. You don't have to do that, but I wanted it just to differentiate. Karen. Oh. Council Magnolia. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, let me get back to this demo. I'll get it for you, Ellie. Hang on a sec. Saz, are you on Facebook or are you just on the tube? Yeah, they are beautiful colours. Yeah, Scrap Buster. Right, so we've got a couple of different options. And this is all about personal preference. So I know that my focal point is going to be the heart decoupaged on the top of here. I'm literally just using the heart on the top. So when I was prepping this, I've got white space there and white space there. So my brain won't allow me to have an inky section, and then a plain. So I'm going to have my inky part plain and my stencil at the background. So I'm going to do the stenciling first. Now in this box kit, box kit, I'll get it. Let me just get it. Hang on a sec. Workshops with Phill. Online workshops with Phill. Oh, I'm still laughing at 7. Here we go. Let's pop it on. Here's the link for the online workshop, everybody. Remember as well, you don't have to be present for the actual duration of the workshop, because I do send you the video usually the day after, because I'm usually exhausted. But definitely usually the day after. So in this stencil, we've got the Lily of the Valley. We've got the musicy thing. We've got this beautiful flourish. And let me just tell you, this is really, really delicate. I'm going to have to tell him about that for next time. And we've got the splats. Now I'm using this pretty flourish, and I'm going to ink around the outside edges. So bring in my kitchen roll. And I'm literally just going to ink around the outside edges. Remember, we're only going to see... Oh, let me just check which one it is. This is the problem when you've got 600 layers on your card. Just double check I've got the right layer. Yeah. I was just double checking. So we're only going to see about 1.5 centimeters on this. So I'm going in with antique linen first. And I'm just going to do just random. This is the beauty of stencils. Like, you can choose which parts are seen. Now I'm using a smoothie. It doesn't matter if you've got a brush or a smoothie or cut and dry foam. So I'm going on quite light with this. He says going on quite heavy. Oh, that's very delicate. You'll notice I'm not doing this. I'm dabbing on because I want this. Remember, this is supposedly clean and simple, so I just want it quite pale. But we are going to do all 3 colours. Now, for some reason, this sponge is only picking the ink up on one side, which is very strange. Very strange. Oh, let me just show you this. How delicate is that? I'll keep to the same sort of section. Don't you love a stencil? And then I'll carry it on. Do you know, I can tell you where this sponge is going after we've finished. It's going straight in the bin. Because for some reason, it's not working. Why would that happen? Does anybody know? Answers on a postcard, please. It's literally only pick. Can you see where it's picking the ink up on one half? And then we'll just fill in this little section here. So this is the antique linen that I've used. And then I'm going to move on now. I think I'll just do... Oh, I want to do all three colours, but we don't necessarily need them. So I'll do tea dye. So I'll do tea dye. So all I'm doing now is just repositioning. That's not a tea dye sponge. But we should be fine. So I'm just doing a little bit of two-tony. Oh, that's stunning. I mean, don't get me wrong, these stencils are not like my normal ones, the quality. But do you know what? Does it matter when you can still get effects like this? This is the longest part of this card. And then trying to figure out where it matches. I should have done it as I was going along. There it is. I've lost it. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, it's there. Is it? Is it that way? Hang on, I'm not doing it till it's right. I think it's got glue on it, Fran, yeah. I'm losing the will to live. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's just see if I can line this up somehow. Oh, I've managed to find it. That was just pure luck. So that one must be the same. Oh, there it is. And I know I went that way up on here, didn't I? I've found it. I've found it. I knew I would eventually. And then the last part. So I am only just doing the two colours on the base. And then I'm just going to clean my fingers. Phill, this is what happens when I do two demos. Lost the plot. Do you know what it is? It's my own fault. And I should know better. It's because I turned the stencil as I went round instead of carrying on with the same design, the same order. Now come on, Ellie, you know I don't have turpentine in the house. Oh dear, I have got the right glasses on. That's always a start. Right, so that is that. That is that. And that's all we needed, look, for that. So I'm going to stick that onto there just with glue. Oh, it was funny. It is a lovely stencil, Sharon. Just remember to what I should have done is each section at a time. I should know better. That's what happens when you try to cut corners. It doesn't work. But it did make me laugh. I quite like that darker, so that's what I'm having top and bottom. So just flat with glue for that section. Let's pop that to one side. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to build this card up as we go. So there are no die cuts on this flower apart from, there are no die cuts on this card apart from the sprigs. And you can see I've got the sprigs in the corner there. Now, let me just give you, I shouldn't do this, but I am going to tell you, I've got the full collection of sprigs and corners on my show on Wednesday on Hobby Maker, and I've put a, well, Hobby Maker agreed. It's a huge discount, so if you haven't got them and you like the sprigs and corners, basically what I'm saying to you is don't get them, just get them on Wednesday, because that's the best price you'll ever see them. Right, so I'm putting this straight onto the card. And I know that I like the top left and the bottom right better. So I'm going to pop that on first. And then I'm going to just pop that to one side and leave that till we've done the rest. Right, so on the sprigs and corners, we've got a couple of choices. This middle piece, it's all staying white. So I know this is frivolous, doing a white on white layer, just for the sake of it, but I wanted 3 layers for this part, just to separate, just as a point of difference. So 3 layers rather than the standard 2. And then on here, on the top part, just put that in the middle. We're going to pop the sprigs on, but I'm going to snip off the actual middle part. So we're going to snip off and just have the lattice part of these, which I love. I loved this when I designed them. I made sure that you could snip these down. So we're now creating just 4 little lattice corners from these dies. And you can do this with both sets. So this is the droplet sprig corners, which has the lattice. And then in the heart sprig corners, they've got like a linear design, which is also very nice. Probably Heather. In fact, I think you might need a pizza box for this card. No, it won't be that high, I promise. There are only 2 sections that are on foam tape, I think, or 3 maybe. So it's no higher than any of my ordinary cards. And this is how to do clean and simple, or clean and simple my way. So on this part here, I'm going to ink the sprigs. Bring the kitchen roll back in. Not the sprigs, the corners. I'm going to ink the corners using the 3 shades of ink this time. So we'll start with the antique linen, and I'm just going to dab randomly. But this time we are going to introduce the tattered rose. Now, tattered rose is a beautiful colour. It's one of the most underrated colours but it's absolutely gorgeous. You'll see it in a minute when we've got all three colours on here. Tea dye also is a beautiful colour. So I'm not trying to blend these, but I'm trying to make sure that we've got all three shades showing. And let me just give you another little tip while I'm back on focus. Tattered Rose is beautiful with iced spruce. So Tattered Rose to finish these corners off. And this was a lilac sponge, so let me just make sure I change the colour. Look at that colour, can you see it? It's almost like a peachy pink. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, that's beautiful. Very happy with that. It's a bit like a, yeah, it is like a peachy pink. Lovely jubbly. So pop that to one side. And we'll just let those dry for a second. They are oxides, so just remember they do need a little bit longer. You can't really see that. Let me just put it on the white so you can see the colour better. There you go, look. So that's the Tattered Rose there, look. Yeah, so remember it's an oxide, so it does take a second to... It does take a minute or two to dry up. So we're going to stamp the heart this time. This is the only stamp I'm using on this card. And you know I love this heart stamp because I've used it a lot. And we're going to stamp it in two colours. So we're going to use Tattered Rose, and we're going to use the Tattered Rose and, my word, antique linen. Don't let me work this long next time. And I'm going to ink with the two colours, and we're going to stamp this twice. I'm going to mix this with water. Sorry, everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 3 little mists with water. Do it on this side because I do need both of these because I'm going to decoupage this heart. So just allow it a second. Just allow it a second for the ink to transfer over. Oh, that's so lovely. Look at that. Gorgeous. And then we're going to do the same again. But I'm going to use a little bit more Tattered Rose this time. This is the part I'm going to decoupage. Might be too much, Phill. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Oh, that was 4 stamps, 4 sprays. I shouldn't have done that many. It might be the other way around. That was 1 too many sprays. No, that's good. That's good. So I am actually going to... Oh, I like both of them. I like them both. So it doesn't matter. So you've probably noticed yourselves, because you all know what you're doing, that this heart has got lots of decoupage capability. And I'm going to fussy cut this. I'm going to do it now. So I'm going right to the edge with this one. It's not quite dry, but that's fine. And then on the other one, I'm just cutting the heart out, so I can layer up the heart in the middle. This is a really, really simple but very elegant card. And you can do it in whatever colours you like. You might not like this combination that I'm using. That's entirely up to you. I'm not bothered. I just want you to have a go at the cards that I make. I'm not colouring any of this in at all. Clearly you can see that we've got the flowers in there, we've got the leaves in there. So there are definitely sections that if you wanted to colour, you absolutely could. I don't know whether we've got any magazines left now because we've sold out a few times, and I don't think we can put any more back on our website until after I finish my shows on TV on Wednesday, because it is on my shows. So it's only fair that I keep some stock back for, that's just stunning, for TV. And then this time I'm literally just cutting the heart. Don't you just love stamps that you can do this with? I do. I might demo this on TV as well in a different colourway, in a different size. It won't have seven layers on for TV. Oh, how fab is that? What was the colours you used? Tattered Rose and the other two. So Tattered Rose, Tea Dye and Antique Linen. Antique Linen is one of the most underrated colours alongside Tattered Rose. I'll leave them there so you can see just while I'm doing this. Right, so now these corners should be dry. We're going to pop these on onto the card. There are no die cuts on this card, nothing else apart from the corners and the heart, and we will have a sentiment on there as well. Tweezers. I love these corners. If you can go for these when I'm on TV with them on Wednesday, please treat yourself, because you'll use them a lot. So I'm going right to the edge. Make sure it's dry. The ink is still not quite dry, so I'm trying to be careful. I'm having a lovely time. I might do simple cards next time. I am going right to the edge with these as well. Good, Lindy, you won't regret it. Yeah, that's true, Leslie, that. Tattered Rose was the first distress ink you bought. That just shows you, don't it? I'm always drawn to blue colours. I love blue and brown together, blue and pink together, blue and green together. But I also love neutral colours like this. And they're just really easy to work with. I shouldn't be doing that because I'm using that for one of my layers. I forgot to tell you all, I went to see Wicked last night. Has anybody seen it? It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. But it did surprise me that the cinema was half empty. It's a good job I spent a fortune on sweets. So we've now framed we've now framed this top section without actually framing it, just by putting the corners on, look. And this is going on flat also. So we've got 3 flat layers. Let's try and get that lined up, Mr. Martin. Perfect. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. The film, yeah. I've seen it at the cinema, at the theatre. Oh, it was amazing, honestly. It was definitely worth going to see. Now, it says it's a 2-hour 40 film, but I can honestly say to you, when it finished, do you want me to tell you what happens at the end? No, I'm not, that's cruel. When it finished, I thought, well, that went really quickly. So that shows you how good a film it is if you're engrossed in it for that length of time. And it just went so quickly. Absolutely loved it. I might even go and see it again next week. Amazing. Amazing. And I've got to say, Ariana Grande was awesome. I'm not particularly a fan, but she was awesome. Right, come on, Phill. Let's get card number 2 done. Less of the yakking. So put this on first. Trying to see which is the best. Yep, that's it. Oh, look at these beautiful, delicate colours. And then you know what's happening next before we put the 2 top sections together. You know what's got to happen. And this is how I would do this normally, so this is not just because I'm on a live. This is a really good way now. So we've used, the first card is very scrapbooky, I guess, in its style. And that focused on the stamps. This time, it's the stencil and just 1 stamp. I'll probably have the sentiment on as well. But it's how to get the most out of your box kit, eh? So we've got 2 squares of glitter this time. We will have a third when the top is put together. And the Diamond Dazzle really does work nicely with this colour palette as well. Look at that beautiful antique linen, it's gorgeous. I hope we've got some now because I know what you'll all be looking for it. Just remember, if we sell out, you can always try Julia. Let me just make sure I've got the right, yeah, top right. So now we'll move on to the topper itself. Flat. So this is one of those cards that I make very rarely, that you can probably put in an envelope. Flat, foam tape. Who will go first? What have I missed? Oh, I've not watched any of it. I've not watched any of Celebrity. I don't even know who half of them are. I can't be doing with it unless it's people that I know. In fact, I've lost interest in Strictly, really. So a bit of foam tape. Put this on. I may glitter this, I may not. We'll see at the end. So straight in the middle. I will pop a little bit of glue on just to give me a chance to move it if I need to. Oops, stand up for this, Phil. Oh, we could go. Oh, no. My brain won't let me. Although I've got to say the diamond did look quite nice, but my brain won't let me. So square, and now the stamp. And these are going on with glue gel. And then all I've got to do is a little sentiment. And I'll be honest with you, when I was prepping this, I couldn't decide whether I wanted a small sentiment going through the middle of the heart or a little circle one at the bottom. So I will see once I've done. Yeah, it does need that. It does need that third row of glitter. That's so lovely. You know when you make a card as simple as it is and you really like it? That's what I've got with this. And I'm sorry, but I do need that third row of glitter. Yeah, I do know some of them on Strictly. It's celebrity that I'm more bothered about. Pressing things down. Yeah, absolutely. I've done the same with the acrylic circles, I've got to be honest. Let me just glitter this square, it's bugging me. Right, so in my head when I was prepping this, I wanted to put my sentiment on top of the heart, through the centre of the heart. But now I've made the card, I'm not sure. So I'm going to do it and we will decide together. It might just need a small circle. So let's just try. It's 10 to 9, so we've got a couple of minutes. Let me just try it. Let me just chop a bit of card up. Chop a bit of card. And I'm just going to cut a circle. And if I can find them. Oh, it's already over there. I'm just cutting a circle. If we're doing it properly. So we've got two options for the sentiment. Of course we have. And I'm just trying to find my circle sentiments. That's not the ones I'm looking for. Have you noticed that you can never find the one you're looking for? And I used them earlier. Bear with, as Leonie would say. was using them earlier, so I know they're here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Right, so 2 choices for the sentiment. And we're going to try both and see which we like best. So this is interactive crafting. Where's the glue gel? So I've got the little strip that we will stamp happy birthday on, and I am going to use tea dye because it's the stronger colour. So tea dye is the strongest colour, so it's probably the best for the sentiment. So let's just stamp that first. Yeah, lovely. Nearly done, everybody. 2 minutes. Well, 5. And then from the sentiment coins, I can have with love. So from the sentiment coins, I'm just going to have with love. And I knew I would have this dilemma when I was prepping the card. But it's a good dilemma. Better to have choices than not. So pop that back where it belongs so I don't lose it. Nearly done. Remember everybody on the tube to what they got to do, Rob. Thumbs up or like on the YouTube, please, for the algorithms. You've got Rob to thank for that because I didn't even know. So I'm going to do... Oh, now I'm going to do it straight. Not words you hear me say very often. So no glitter, no glitter. Right, you ready, everybody? I'm gonna let you choose. I'll go with the majority that I see. So we can either have that down there like that. So we can either have with love, yeah, there, with love at the bottom there in the circle, or we can have happy birthday. This was my instinct, I've got to say, happy birthday through the heart like that. So say just put circle or heart, and then I'll go with the majority. Thank you. At the bottom, keep the heart on show. I don't know about imagination, Lynn. I think I've got something setting in. I think it rhymes with some sort of issue. So Anya says, see, my instinct is all my instincts are telling me to do that, but I really like that as well. So I think we'll go with the heart. We'll go with love. No flowers. We've got plenty of glitter on, but no flowers. And this is my version of clean and simple. No glitter on the card, apart on the heart. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to cover that up because it'll torment me. So lid on the glue. Lid on the other glue, and then I'm going to bring in both cards that we've made tonight. We could have had both, but it's a bit overkill. It's a bit overkill. I quite like the circle at the bottom, just for a change. So I've gone against my instinct, which is unusual. I usually trust myself, but I do like the circle. So I'm going to quickly show you both cards that we've made tonight, bearing in mind everything that I've used, apart from obviously the... Ooh. This might have an accessory on it when you see it on telly. It might have something else on it. Who knows? So everything... I love how you call me Philip, Katie. That's what my mum calls me. So both cards from tonight. So these are the two that we've made tonight. So everything from the box kit, and this is what I would call clean and simple. Personally, I'm going to do variations of these on TV. I think, particularly this one, because I think that'd be nice to see in a different colour. And I wanted to show you really that the magazine box kits are packed with inspiration and ideas anyway. So you get lots of different people's. There you go, that's it. Rob's on it for me, thank you. Circle, circle, heart, circle, circle. Well, we all have a different... either way, it looks fab. I am almost tempted to put something in, but I'm not. So the whole point of tonight was to show you how you can use your magazine box kit, elements from the box kit. I haven't even touched any of the toppers or the papers. The value for me in the box kit is most definitely with the stamps and with the stencil and with the dies. And of course, I mean, I could decoupage that up even more. And of course, with the stencil, the dies, and the... what's the other thing? It's the stamps. And this is what I wanted to show you, how you can make really quick and easy cards just with a couple of ink pads and some stamps. And then you go from this, which is quite clean and simple, to the one that I made last week. So this is the one that I made last Monday. So we're taking it, it's the same sort of idea look, but then when you incorporate the papers for the flowers, and then a few more die cuts, look at the difference. But how fabulous is that? I love this card. I love them all. Anyway, so that's that. So that's 2 demos tonight. Whoop, whoop. What a bonus. What a treat. I can't remember what time I'm on Wednesday. I know... did somebody say 3 and 5? I think I'm on at 3 and 5 on Wednesday on Hobby Maker. So make sure you tune in. Thank you, Katie. Bless you. No, I quite like you calling me Philip. It's fun. Are you doing a happy hour on Thursday? Yes, it's the last happy hour on Thursday in the group. So for anybody who's watching who hasn't joined our Facebook group yet, there are the details. So just search for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. It's the last happy hour deal this year. So there you go. So just a quick reminder before you go. Please make sure you've liked and followed the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, please. And if you haven't yet, get subscribed to the YouTube channel, Crafting with Phill Martin. And last but not least, I'm just going to do the TikTok. So TikTok is Phill M Martin. I put that card on last week. So I put that on the other day on TikTok, just showing you it all. Right, so let's do a little giveaway. What can I give away? What have I used that I can give away? Ooh, not much really. Can't do the box kit, she'll kill me. Can't do that. Definitely can't do that. Oh bugger. Why do I... oh, I forgot my gesso. I forgot the gesso splats. I should have splattered that with gesso as well. Do you know what? It's been sat right in front of me all this time, and I still forgot it. That's just so bad. I know what we'll do. We'll do a set of these circle sentiments. I don't know which ones, but we'll do we'll do a set of circle sentiments. So, you know the drill. If your name is chosen, you need to send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address, and just tell me that you've won a set of circle sentiment stamps. I shouldn't do that because we only released them 2 weeks ago, but I've not really used anything else apart from oxides. Anyway, so we'll do the tube first. So good luck everybody on the tube. Make sure you've given me a thumbs up for the live on the tube. So good luck everybody. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Scrolling. Sorry, Saz, you can't win. I love seeing your comments when I start reading. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, so my mouse has stopped on Jan Shear. I hope I've said your name right. Apologies if you haven't. If I haven't. The box kits come out twice a year, Jan, incidentally. I've just seen your comment. So congratulations, Jan. You need to send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, name and address, and just remind me that you've won a set of circle sentiments. If you're not on Facebook, you need to just give the shop a ring tomorrow and let them know. So thank you everybody on the tube. I will see you on your telly box on Wednesday at 3 and 5. So thanks everybody. I expect to see you talking on Thursday night, Rob, on your mum's account, so you'll have to just tell me who it is. So thanks everybody on the tube. Over to Facebook. Good luck everybody. Let me just get to the top of the comments to make sure it's fair to everybody. And my mouse has landed on Jenny Bayliss. So congratulations, Jenny. You've won on Facebook. So you know the drill. Private message, name and address. Reminder that you've won the circle sentiments. So thank you very much, everybody. I will see you on Thursday evening for our last happy hour of this year. Only in the Facebook group. Do not miss this happy hour. I think I've cut myself. Paper cut. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the demos. I've loved doing them, I've got to say. You can tell because it's 9:05 and I'm still talking. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Losing my voice. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you on your telly on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Go and get your box kits if you've not ordered them yet. Bye.